tanks and other vehicles were burning in DARAA, racked by clashes that lasted for hours. Amateur video posted on the internet showed the fires and also captured the sound of rapid gunfire. Protesters were fleeing the shooting, but activists also said dozens of soldiers and members of President Bashar Assad's security forces were gunned down in the southern Syrian province Monday, one of the bloodiest days of the uprising that has gripped the Arab country for months. The daring attack by army defectors suggests there's a new confidence among troops who have sided with anti-government protesters. There was unrest, too, in the rebellious city of Homs, where the morgue received a number of corpses, all of them shot. The upsurge in violence comes as international pressure is piling on Assad. Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan was among Turkish officials issuing sharp warnings. He said Assad should recognize leaders who declare war on their own people come to tragic ends.
Kendisine tekraren hatırlatıyorum.
I want to remind him that the future cannot be built on the blood of the oppressed. History will mark these leaders as the leaders who feed on blood.
He cautioned Assad's supporters against any attacks on Turkish diplomats. The energy minister, meanwhile, cancelled plans for oil exploration in Syria and threatened to cut off electricity supplies to the Turkish neighbor. Jordan's king, meanwhile, has become the first Arab leader to call on Assad to step down, telling the BBC in an interview that the Syrian president should do so for the good of his country. So although Assad still has some visible backing, shown in street demonstrations in Damascus Sunday, for example, he is facing the most severe challenge to the 4 decades of his family rule in Syria. The UN estimates the regime's crackdown on the uprising has killed at least 3,500 people since mid-March, and November is shaping up to be the bloodiest month of the revolt so far. Karen Sloan, The Associated Press.